Empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind.
Yo guys, good afternoon here in Ghana, and I'm here with another sister from the States. So I will let her introduce herself and where exactly she comes from.
Hello, this is Sarah from New York.
All right. New York.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Okay, so is it your first time being here in Africa?
Well, not really. I mean, my first time was, I did go to one of the Spanish enclaves of Africa, Malaya, but this is my first time in sub-Saharan Africa. Yes.
Oh, wonderful. So let me go by this. How was life at New York?
It's hectic, hustle and bustle.
Just like that.
Yes.
No, talk more about it. Let our viewers who are in the States or wherever in the world to know what exactly is happening in New York. They want to get a feel of it. So let's roll it over there.
Well, I mean, New York, everybody's getting overpriced, and you have the mentally ill pretty much running amok. But other than that, it's a great city.
Oh, I see. Okay, so when did you plan to come and pay a visit to Africa, if I may ask?
Well, originally I wanted to come 2 years ago, and it was supposed to come for last year, which I'm glad I didn't come last year because of the whole year of return, and I know it was like swarming with tourists.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that I actually came this year where everything kind of calmed down.
Oh, okay.
So I can see actually regular times in Ghana as opposed to tourist trap Ghana.
For sure. So this is the right time you decide to come,
Yes,
because you can get more time for yourself and do what you want to do here.
Correct.
Okay, so what exactly brought you here to Ghana?
Well, I would say across between the video that Anderson Cooper, when he did the video when Barack Obama came here.
Oh, I see.
And he also did a special with the expat community. Like, I believe he interviewed Mama Imicus from One Africa Hotel.
Yeah.
And he spoke with a couple of other expats. And I said, hey, that sounds pretty interesting. Plus, I do love Ghanaian movies. So then I said, you know, instead of me living vicariously through the movies and the vlogs, I said, let me actually visit it myself.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So it's like the videos you saw on YouTube made you fall in love in Ghana.
Yes.
Just to pay a visit in Ghana.
Yes.
Oh, I see. I see. So by then, when you are in New York and you have not even seen anything about Ghana on your TVs or on the YouTube channel you watch that make you fall in love to Ghana, what exactly were you hearing about Africa as a whole? Not even in Ghana, Africa as a whole.
You know, the problem is they don't really cover much of Africa in our media, other than, you know, diseases, or if it's not diseases or wars or famine or some type of, you know, a coup or something, they don't really cover anything, you know. So basically we have to rely on independent media, or just you have to just do your own research, but
okay,
can't
so
depend on the...
You mean way back in the New York, they don't show the best side of Africa on their TVs?
I don't think any of the states, not even just New York, it's like none of the national news, any of the states will cover that.
Oh, that's too bad. So they only show the bad side of Africa?
They only show if it's like, you know, for one, like last year I believe there was an Ebola outbreak in the DRC. They covered that. Or when the Ebola made it to Nigeria in 2014, they covered that. Or when Rwanda had the genocide in 1994, they covered that. But anything that's positive, like the year of the return, they didn't cover that. Ooh. Or when Rwanda made their, you know, they pretty much had their little renaissance and they became a better country.
Oh,
our media doesn't cover that either.
So, in your perception about the Western media not showing the good side of Africa, what you want as like your wish, you want like we the Africans here in the motherland and those in the diaspora to do?
Well, I would just say, I think it's better if we just not depend solely on what the national news is showing, and just do your own research and not depend on just, you know, just like the regular mainstream media. And, you know, try to depend on more your own research and also independent media.
Oh, okay.
You know, so at least this way you could be better, more informed.
All right.
Yeah.
So when you came to Ghana, where have you visited?
Well, I first came here, I was in Accra for the first few days. I did a tour. The first day I went to the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial. I went to the Black Star Square. I went to the Independence Arch. I went to the W.E.B. Du Bois Center. Where else did I go? We went to the Jamestown area.
The Jamestown.
They also showed us, I forgot the name of it, but it was like some type of art center where they were like selling all sorts of arts and crafts. I believe that was also in Jamestown, and they also took us to Makala Market.
Oh, you went to Makala Market?
Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes, yes.
So how was the feeling?
No, that was a nice tour. You know, it's just that, you know, I didn't want to be too dependent on somebody taking me everywhere, so I said, okay. The following day, I ventured out on my own, but I will admit, I did have a little bit of a culture shock, and I did have a bit of a breakdown on my day by myself.
Oh.
But things have been better since I've been in Cape Coast.
Oh, okay.
After
So
that, I came to Cape Coast.
Okay, so you spent some 2 days in Accra.
Yes.
Okay, then you came back to Cape Coast.
Yes.
Yeah, and so how was the experience in Cape Coast? Your first day you came to Cape Coast, you stepped your feet in the land of Cape Coast. How was the feeling?
I would say Cape Coast is more relaxed.
Oh.
It's very relaxed here. I just like the vibe here. I like that it's not as hectic as Accra. Not to slight Accra, it's just that I guess maybe this is more my speed. You know, I like the beaches here better. I kind of like the variety better, and I just like that it's not as densely populated and just not as crazy.
Yeah. So when you came to Cape Coast, where have you visited so far?
Well, I did go to the Cape Coast Castle.
You went to the Cape Coast Castle?
Yes, and the Elmina Castle. I went to Kakum National Park.
Oh, meaning you have to really enjoy yourself here in Cape Coast?
Yes, yes.
And where again?
And also, where did I go? We went to Mabel's Table.
Mabel's Table.
Had a pretty good lunch there. And also the California Kitchen.
Sure.
Is not too far from the Cape Coast Castle. That's a soul food / Ghanaian fusion restaurant. They're actually pretty good. And I'm giving these shameless plugs.
Oh, okay. So far you've been to Cape Coast. That's the places you have visited.
Yes.
So when you went to the soul food, when you went to the Kakum Walk, Kakum National Park,
yes,
you did the walkway, right? How was the feeling?
Scary.
Very scary.
Yes.
Oh, is it that you are not good in height or something?
It's the
Because
height.
people love it when they go there.
I would say a cross between the height and also the bridge felt a little rocky. I mean, it's sturdy, but it just felt like the movement had me a little freaked out.
Oh, okay. So what are the next plans? Do you have any plan of moving back to Ghana or something?
Well, no time soon, but if things get any worse in the States, I may have no choice but to pull a Blacksit. I don't know. Because right now, as we all know, things are getting a little scary in the States, especially if you are, not a rich person or if you're a person of color.
Oh, like you mean the blacks are suffering over there or something?
I mean, obviously it's not a it's not a secret that we are second-class citizens in the States. So, and obviously we have this administration that wants to write these laws to make things even worse for us and to actually draw back some of our civil rights. So, if things keep continuing the way that they are, pretty soon women will lose their right to choose, and we might even lose the right to vote. So I don't know.
Oh.
It might come to the point where you might say, you know what, why bother? I don't know.
Oh, I see. But being in Ghana, have you tried our food? How is it like?
Yes, I have.
So some of them complain that, they don't want to come and eat African food. African food is this, African food is this. You have tried yourself many times. So how is it?
Like I would say, unless you're a person who only wants to eat, meat and potatoes, you shouldn't really have a problem finding anything to eat here. There's a lot of variety here.
Oh,
yeah.
So you enjoy it?
Yes.
I see. Our viewers are watching us. What are your final words for our brothers and sisters out there who has not even visited any African country because of what they be hearing back in the States or any country from Africa? What do you have for them?
I would say don't believe the hype and just come see it for yourself, and don't worry about the cost, because it's a lot cheaper to come here than to go to like Vegas or Miami, because let's be real, travel within the States is pretty expensive. So, and also don't fear malaria or Ebola or any kind of diseases. Most of the continent is Ebola free. And if you have fears about danger, you know, the country that you live in is more dangerous than here.
Oh, sure. I see. Okay. Thank you very much for always keeping in touch, watching us. I know you have enjoyed this interview with my sister here. I don't know, did you mention your name?
Oh, sorry. This is Sarah from New York.
Oh, so you're here with Sarah, and she's really having a good time here in the motherland.
Ooh. Yeah. Oh, that
Finally.
was hard. Yeah.
Finally, you did it, right?
That was tough. Boy. Yeah. Come on, Texas, you can make it. You can do it, Texas.
It's a video. Oh, you see,
Yeah,
you are enjoying it now.
You can do it, Texas.
So now let's start again.
Oh, no. That's not all right.
All right.
Empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here.